Coming into the matchup against the Cowboys, the Seahawks had won 6 straight wild-card games. But that streak and their season comes to an end in Dallas in a disappointing 24-22 loss.
This game didn't go the way we had anticipated, and because most of our games have been different than this one. But so it was a different game for us to play, and not being able to run the ball like we would want to really is a product of the third down issues that we had too, which is we've always known that, but it just didn't come out the way that we had planned, and so we had to adjust and do some things, and you know, I think the story of this season just it continues to be told, at least in our locker room. Our guys know they ain't never out anything.
The best running team in the league, the one that averaged 160 yards a game, couldn't get anything going against a Dallas defense that stacked the box.
You know, I take my hat off to the defense. You know, they played a very good game. You know, but you know, us up front, we created an identity of being a physical team, running the ball, and we wasn't able to do that today.
We're getting 3s and 4s at best, and nothing was popping. So we just it just wasn't as good. So the third downs weren't where we wanted them to be, and you know, we just couldn't get going. Just couldn't get the rhythm of it.
Ezekiel Elliott led the league in rushing this season. He racked up 137 yards, a couple big plays contributing to that total.
It's bad, and it's so simple too. And so I hate that we can't watch the film and come back next week. But it's just something that's easy, and you just got to fit up those easy plays in order to win these football games.
They did a good job being firm in the gaps and blocking the way that they did, but I would go back and put it on us. You know, it's our job to be in our gaps, be there, and square him up. We did a good job in the first half. I'd say really bottling him up, and you know, he's gonna get his plays here or there, but our job is to limit those.
The Seahawks do win the turnover battle today thanks to KJ Wright and the interception in the end zone. It was part of a spectacular day for KJ.
KJ's interception was, I still haven't really seen it, but it was a ridiculous play out of nowhere that when we needed it most, which is kind of how we count on it.
The Cardinals ran the last play last week, Larry Fitzgerald on the fake crunch and go. I knew it was coming, and so it was just a big play, and the team really needed that at that moment, and I wish we could have capitalized on it.
When the Seahawks offense needed a big play, Russell Wilson again turned to Tyler Lockett, who had 4 catches for 120 yards and some big plays downfield.
There's plays that are for me, and the plays that are for me, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to make the best of it. Like, if it doesn't work out, then I know I did everything that I could to try to make that play. I learned from the mistakes, from some of the plays that I didn't make, to make sure that I don't make those same mistakes again. But all in all, I mean, I think it's just going back to the drawing board, looking at the season, looking at how you did as an individual, and trying to figure out how you can learn from it, how you can grow from it, because this is only the beginning.
I think Tyler Lockett, he might be the best of the receivers that I've ever seen come through here in that time span. His mindset and the way that he looks at the game, his perspective on life, has allowed him to approach the game in such a way that he is arguably one of the most efficient, if not the most efficient receiver in the NFL. I think him and Russ had a perfect QBR rating. That's a lot to say about a receiver who only gets so many targets in an offense. It's a beautiful thing to watch.
When it comes to penalties, it was a pretty clean game all through the first 3 quarters. Then the fourth quarter happened, and both sides of the ball had some untimely mistakes.
It's really unfortunate that the game comes down. We have a chance to stop these guys, and we came down to penalties. And I don't know about the penalties yet. I haven't seen them enough to know. But it's just unfortunate that that's the way this game went. There's 2 huge PIs on third down. We're off the field, and I don't know. You know, you saw how fast we went down the field. Anything could have happened. And but you know, those were unfortunate and just untimely on our end.
We got to be clean. It was some tough calls. You know, but we got to continue to work on that and, you know, play clean. You know, it happens. You know, it's a game of football, and it was some tough calls, but we got to continue to build off that and work from it. You know, make sure it doesn't happen again.
It's the kind of game you just knew Russell Wilson was going to show you some fourth quarter magic, and the Seahawks make it close with a touchdown to J.D. McKissick with 1:18 to play.
I kept telling the guys, hey, 2 minutes, it can be done, you know, and it will be done if we can just stay on the course. And we got the ball back, obviously went up and down the field and scored a touchdown really quickly, and then unfortunately we weren't able to get the onside kick.
I'm very thankful for the men in this locker room, you know, and the effort that we put forward. We fought to the very end. I mean, being down 10 points and being, you know, within a, you know, onside kick of getting the ball back and making it a game. I can't say enough about them.
As disappointing as the finish is, the team knows that there's some silver linings, and they're already looking forward to next year and what they can accomplish as a team.
One thing we believed in is the guys in this organization, in this room, and we believed in that, and we made it this far, and it's only going to get better from here. You know, we're not going backwards, and next year we're going to be a team to be reckoned with, and I can't wait to see it.
We did a lot of great things this year. It's a lot of great things to be proud about, hang your hat on, but there's also not so good things. You know, there's also things that we got to acknowledge in the offseason. You know, we got some things to work on. So you take those negativities and you bottle them up. You remember this feeling right here, you bottle them up, and you start attacking the next season.
The Dallas Cowboys win 24-22. It ends the Seahawks season, one that saw them win 10 games and make it back to the playoffs, but ended a little too soon for their liking.